The town vanished at 12:01. One moment, the streetlights were glowing and the air was humming with the sound of insects. The next, everything fell silent, and I realized I was completely alone. I was driving through the desert, trying to reach a new job before sunrise. My map showed a shortcut through a small town called Briar Hollow. I remember the name so clearly because it just made my skin prickle. As soon as I crossed the town limit sign, the radio exploded into static and my headlights dimmed, as if the road itself was draining their strength. At first, Briar Hollow looked ordinary. There was a diner with bright windows, a gas station with a single pump, and houses lining the road with their curtains drawn tight. I didn't see anyone walking around, but I saw movement behind the glass, shadows shifting. I could feel someone watching me. I parked near the diner, hoping to ask for directions. My phone showed 11:58. Air felt thick, heavy, and every sound echoed way too loudly. My own footsteps seemed to lag behind me, as if the ground itself resisted my weight. Inside the diner, the lights flickered. Coffee cups sat half full on the counter. Plates of food were still warm, but there was no staff, no customers. A little bell above the door rang when I entered, and the sound just lingered for far too long. I called out, "Hello?" My voice sounded wrong, stretched and distorted as it came back to me. I looked at the clock on the wall. It was ticking steadily toward midnight, and each second felt like a punch to my chest. Suddenly, a woman appeared in the doorway to the kitchen. Her face was pale and tight with fear. She told me I needed to leave. She said I should never be in town after midnight. Before I could even ask why, she let out a scream and ran out the back door. The clock struck 12. The lights went out. The hum of electricity died. Through the windows, I watched the street outside just dissolve. The buildings faded like chalk being washed away by rain. The gas station vanished. The houses folded inward on themselves and sank into darkness. I ran outside. The road was gone. The sky above twisted into a low, black ceiling, and the stars blinked out one by one. Where the town had just been, there was only fog and an empty, open space. Briar Hollow wasn't a place anymore. It was a wound. Something moved in the fog. Shapes slid through the air like shadows cast by nothing at all. I heard footsteps all around me. I couldn't see anyone, but I felt eyes on my skin. A cold breath brushed against my neck. A voice whispered my name. Then another, then dozens. I ran toward where the road should have been. The ground shifted beneath my feet. My shoes sank into soft earth that pulsed like it was alive. The fog parted and revealed figures standing in a wide circle. Men, women, children, all of them gray and hollow. Their eyes were dark pits that reflected my own fear back at me. They told me the town fed on time. Every night, it erased itself to feed, and anyone caught inside became part of it. They used to warn travelers long ago, but now the town just hunted silently. The figures began to move closer, their mouths opened wider than humanly possible. I smelled decay and dust. My chest burned as panic took over. I remembered the woman from the diner. She had escaped before midnight. There had to be a way out. I checked my phone again. The screen flickered to life. 12:02. A map appeared that I had never downloaded. It showed Briar Hollow as a black circle with a single, thin line leading out. I followed that line. The fog grew thicker, the whispers louder. Hands brushed against my arms. Fingers clawed at my jacket. I ran until my lungs were screaming. Ahead, I saw a shape like a doorway made of pure light. Before I reached it, something grabbed my ankle. I fell hard. The ground opened beneath me like a mouth, and faces rose from the earth, screaming without a sound. I kicked free and crawled forward. The doorway pulsed. I could feel time itself pulling at me like a tide. I scrambled through it. I woke up on the side of a highway as the sun was rising. My car was parked nearby. The road stretched empty in both directions. There was no sign of a town, no diner, no gas station. I started laughing and crying at the same time. I told myself it was just exhaustion, a nightmare. Then I looked at my phone. A notification was waiting on the screen, a message with no sender. It read, "Welcome back." Behind me, the air grew cold. I heard a familiar whisper. Midnight was coming. If you enjoyed the story, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Thank you for listening.